Alright, so the person in front of me is turning left. Alright, here we go. Hopefully there's enough light, but then again, I don't imagine you guys are here for the awesome production value. A good way to tell is they can only tell the story in one way, like in one direction. So as they're fabricating this lie, they're doing it from start to finish, but it's constructed in a sequence, like building a Lego set, right? So you start from the beginning, and then you tell this whole script, and they progress the whole explanation. They start piling stuff in, and they get really, really tripped up when you stop them in the middle and say, whoa, hold on, back up. I need you to explain this, right? So that really messes with a liar, because they're constructing this sequential lie in step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to hold this whole picture in their head. And whenever you cleave it in the middle and you say, so hold on, wait, right? Or another thing you can do, let them tell the whole story and then pick out like the second or third detail from their story and say, so hold on just a second, because I don't understand why, blah. So I need you to explain step number 2 of 7 of their story. Now, if somebody's telling the truth, they'll have no problem doing this. People who are being honest about a situation, they can skip all around the explanation and all around in the story just fine, because it's all memory based. It's easy. It doesn't require a lot of intense thought and training. It's just remembering what happened when it happened, right? A skilled liar will be able to do this still, right? And a skilled liar will be able to say something like, I don't know why. You'd have to ask them, right? They'll divert. You know, somebody who's being truthful or somebody who's being honest, they'll say, well, I don't know. You'll have to ask them. And you say, well, I think I will. Pull out your phone. See if they panic, right? If they panic like, no, or I can't believe you're going to do this, and they try to start putting it on you, that's always one of the big metrics in my mind. When you're trying to get a story from somebody or an explanation, and their explanation turns into your fault or how it ties back to you, right? So most people, when they explain themselves, they explain themselves. When you ask somebody to explain themselves and they start explaining you, well, then that means that they're putting it off on you. But if you're, depending on how involved you are, here's the thing. When somebody's telling you the truth, your involvement should be readily apparent. When somebody's telling you the truth,
your involvement should be readily apparent.
Right? Like, you shouldn't have to have anybody explaining to you what your role was in something, because you were there and you were involved, you know? And again, that's not a hard and fast rule. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons why people lie. You know, it's not a one rule fits all. It's nuanced, right? So keep that in mind. All of this stuff is nuanced, because we're talking about being able to detect when somebody's lying. You can't really detect a lie, but you can get pretty damn good at determining how you feel, right? And this is one of them. So that's what I got. They can only lie in a given sequence. They have a lot of trouble going back and re-explaining and retelling things out of order, because especially if you've let them get to the end and then you go back and you reanalyze something near the middle and you find a fallacy. Like, that's the other thing. Check out my playlist on fallacies, right? Because if they have a fallacious explanation and you point out the fallacy in it, where the end of their story can no longer be possible, oh man, they throw in the kitchen sink, they flip it around on you, they get mad, they get indignant, they try to change the subject, or they say this conversation's over, they eject, right? So that's how you know. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next video.